Hi everyone. So today is the first time I'm doing a YouTube in my house, okay? I'm trying to figure out a tripod and everything. I hope everyone's having an amazing, beautiful day. So the YouTube video I'm making today, it's basically talking about like our mentality as human beings, of how we basically all of the time think we're like me against the world. Like, I think I'm the only person in this world that basically has a lot of feelings, that goes through a lot of problems, and nobody understands me, or, I feel some type of way. I could say that I've gone through so many changes in my life, and I used to feel like basically that I have so many overwhelming thoughts in my mind. I was an overthinker, overanalyzer. I always wanted to make everybody happy, and I used to kind of leave my concerns and my feelings and my emotions in the back burner. Little did I know that by me suppressing my feelings, the only thing I was doing is hurting myself, you know. And I always used to think like, fuck, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's gonna understand me. Nobody knows my feelings. Nobody actually gives a fuck or actually cares to help me and shit. I was raised by myself, so that was like a big reason why maybe I kind of felt like that. Also, my body has changed a lot too, and once I started like losing the weight, I started seeing how people used to see me, which I didn't like the attention. Yet let me show you who I was. This is me. This is me in 2016. I used to weigh 335 pounds. And I was also, because I was an overthinker, I ended up with something called a rare disease called vasculitis. It started like that with red dots. This is basically literally a picture I took of myself when I was at the hospital. So this is due to overthinking, okay? Just basically being in my head most of the time, not ever asking for help, or always thinking I'm responsible for everything. I need to take care of everything. It's only me, 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 me. I'm a single mom. I was a single mom back then with 2 kids. I had gotten a separation with somebody that I was, with for 12 years. And then it turned like that. And then from that, it started turning into that, and it started turning into that. And I ended up getting open sores in my legs. It ended up getting worse, you see. Very bad. Very, very bad. It's called vasculitis. It's a rare disease due to overthinking and overanalyzing. And it started with this, little red dots. And I basically never asked for help. And I actually ended up going to the doctor, and I was getting biopsies in my body and my skin and in my legs. They found out that it was due to stress and overthinking. They did a biopsy. They took, I would go in and out of the hospital, and I felt like in despair, and I was 335, keep that in mind. So, I've been going through memory lane, and that's one of the reasons why I made this YouTube channel, because I don't want people to feel that you're alone. No, you're not alone. In this world, the only thing we need to do is basically find yourself, and don't let your thoughts control you, and don't let your thoughts basically get you to that point. I lost the weight, and I started working out. When I started working out, this is one of the first pictures. This is in 3 months I had lost 30 pounds. And then another picture, in this one I had lost 60 pounds. That was in 6 months. I had nothing to do. And then this one I had lost 90 pounds. That's 120. See, my body was literally overreacting. Now I just have the scar. This is the scar. This is that. This is the scar. I had to go to the doctor like every single week because they had to take out. And it was due to stress and overthinking. This is me. This is me. And I used to literally, back then, I used to have guys that used to tell me, oh, you're so pretty. You have a beautiful face. Your body, though. How shallow. I've been to the point that I don't understand people. I don't understand how can people be so shallow and just want a person based on their body, I don't know. Maybe that's why that's me now. That's why maybe I'm so conscious, and the things that I say and the words that I use when it comes to people, because I seen both sides. And I used to have my feelings all the time, and I used to feel I was alone. And I numb everything because I didn't think nobody wanted to hear me, or nobody wanted to talk. The father of my kids, basically, I met him when I was 18. He was the first guy, and I lost it to him. I was so in love with him, but we didn't communicate. It was just kind of like a sexual thing, and he was with me like that when I was chubby, so I know he really did care for me. But it would turn into a domestic violence kind of thing because I used to know my feelings. So I felt like nobody wanted to hear me. Like, I used to keep everything inside my mind, and I used to feel alone most of the time. I just wanted to make everybody else happy, but I wasn't making myself happy. When I got separated from him is when I got sick, and I learned to, basically, I lost the way. I found somebody else that started talking to me and communicating with me, but it turned into a beautiful lesson. I learned that not everybody has the same soul as me. Not everybody has the same thoughts as me. So my motto was always like, treat people the way you want to be treated. It doesn't mean that people will treat you the same way, though. So now that I've done into this journey, I started learning to lose the way. I actually met somebody that November, no, it wasn't in November. It was December 10. In 2017, I met this person, and this person was so fucking blunt and so honest. I was just like, wow. I love people that are honest and blunt, and I used to call him my mirror friend, Yummy Lips friend. And I used to talk to other guys, but when I started talking to him, I kind of liked him a lot, and I thought he was pretty cool because he was very straight out and blunt. And I was just like, damn, this guy has everything that I want from a guy. I started analyzing. He started telling me about his, relationships, which is kind of weird because I didn't expect him to open up to me. But when he opened up to me, he made me analyze that a lot of people, go through a lot of shit in life. And, we're not the only ones. The only thing that I learned to do that I think is communication is the key. Then one day he just changed. And I learned the word ghosted. I didn't even know what the fuck that meant. And it hurt. But my ex, I begged him so much to be with him. It turned into a lesson. Then the other person after my ex, he introduced me to his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. So I was just like going through heartbreak, hiding my feelings. And then this person just ghosted me, and he just stopped talking to me, and he just told me he chooses who he talks to. So I was just like, okay, it is what it is. And I've always had that mentality, me against the world. I kept all my feelings inside of me. I guess I was looking for somebody to save me and to maybe understand me. And I stopped doing that to myself and hurting my feelings. And I just said, you know what, Jessica, you need to worry about yourself. What is it that you really want to do for you? And I started meditating. I started going to therapy. I started looking into I had no self-love for myself. I wanted the whole, I wanted a guy to love me, and I wanted a guy to save me when I wasn't even doing that shit for my own self. And I didn't see my worth as a female. So after him, I had other guys that kind of talked to me. I had a lot of guys that have asked me out after him. But I'm not interested in anyone. I started saying, why do I want somebody else to love me? Let me fix myself first. Let me correct myself. And, I started finding out about other people, because I talk to guys, older people, but I kind of tell them, I kind of friend zone people right away. I really, really do that all the time. And I've noticed that since little, I used to teenager, I used to get things for free without even asking. I guess because, guys see me as pretty. Thank you. I think that the beauty you guys see in me is the same beauty as a human being you have inside yourself too. That's how I believe now. And it's like, I believe in honesty. I believe in loyalty. I was loyal to a guy for 12 years that didn't treat me properly. So yeah, I believe in honesty. I believe in authenticity. And I've been talking to some coworkers, and they say, oh yeah, now kids today, they do have a main person, the one that is cute and that you present to everyone. They also have a sugar daddy. I also learned about that term. Sugar daddy, somebody that has money and they could give you money. And they have 3 or 4 people, I guess, on the side. And the girls will be sleeping with all these guys that just do the sex favors, get the money, and keep on rolling. I've learned so many terms about people in relationships, and in my mind, I'm like, why? Why is this so hard now for these generations to love yourself and respect yourself just the way you are? Why do you think that nobody actually cares enough about yourself and you don't respect yourself and give yourself the respect that you deserve as a person? So I would like to invite anyone that, you know, is interested in literally loving yourself to change, be the difference, be that person that you want the world to be. You know, if you want somebody to be honest to you, honesty starts from within. If you want somebody to love you, love starts from within. You know, the things that I say basically in the meditation that I started doing and going to therapy kind of put my mind in order. You know, there's no chaos, there's no overthinking, there's no worry. Like, the person that I said that I like, I texted him, and I texted him a few times. And yesterday my daughter even told me, like, Mom, leave him the fuck alone. You know, he's not replying. So it's like you're literally overwhelming this person. And I was just like, I was just kind of asking this person for help, because I like to have the perspective of guys. Because I like to talk to people. I learned that when I talk to people, I've learned a lot. And analyze people, you know. I don't know, I thought about that, you know, like learning about how people think. And sometimes I'm a deep thinker, you know, maybe I overthink too much. And I don't know, I don't expect anything from anyone anymore. The only person that I am responsible in my sanity is me. I've learned that. I pamper myself, I meditate, and when I feel some type of way, I just kind of go to meditation and I might let go. You know, look for meditation to let go of the past, let go of worries, let go of whatever life is throwing at you. Like, I was afraid to drive, you know, in one of my YouTube videos I talk about that, and I meditated like literally for 3 months, and I went to drive like for another 5 months, and I'm working on that too, you know, overcoming my fears, understanding my emotions mostly, and seeing that not everybody has the same heart that I do, and not everybody's ready to communicate the way that I have learned to communicate, because all my life I was hiding inside my mind. I felt like it was wrong to express my feelings. I felt that it was wrong to say who I was. So the only thing that I want to say is, no, you are not alone. You are not alone. But if you do find how beautiful you are inside your heart, you will be putting something out there in the world that is honest, that is authentic, that is real, and mostly for yourself. You know, because if you put those vibes and positive minds into the world, that's what you're gonna get. I have literally mantras and meditations that I do when I'm like on silence, and I put like music just to listen in quiet. Like, I'm listening right now to relaxing hang drum music. See? And I be saying things like, my mind is clear, I speak my truth with confidence and case. And then I say it 3 times. My mind is clear, I speak my truth with confidence and case. My mind is clear, I speak my truth with confidence and case. That's why I do this YouTube channel, because I'm speaking my own truth. You know, I'm tired of hiding. I know now that every single struggle is a lesson from which I learn and grow. I am confident in my life, in my path. Basically, I know that every single struggle and every single lesson the world throws at me, there's something that I have to learn from it, and which actually clears my path to continue going and to continue putting something beautiful into the world that most people kind of like say like, oh, but it's so negative. Why do we always have to put our mind into the negative thoughts instead of actually putting into the good things that we have inside of us, which is our mind, our freedom of speech, and, you know, to be a deep thinker, you know, to rise above the bullshit and to be exactly who you are. That's how I believe, you know. And another mantra that I also have is, I'm confident in my life. No, basically, hold on, I have like 3, but I have them all scattered because my daughter wrote in between it. I have another one that says, my mind is clear, I only attract positive experiences. My mind is clear, I only attract positive experiences. My mind is clear, I only attract positive experiences. I got into the point that I do this kind of things daily, and I had a beautiful experience where I met kids at the park that were telling me, I have anger issues. I had those too. I have control issues. I have those too. So in my mind, if I could help somebody, you know, throw a little, you know, a little seed in there for you to change your mind and for you to see that all the beauty and the only person that's stopping you is you. It's not the perception that the world sees. It's not the body that you have. It's actually what you have inside your mind that is going to give you the power to never stop. And trust me and believe me, I've struggled through death. I struggled through being homeless. I struggled through not having a job. But I believe that all those things, they're making me only stronger. Why? Because I'm learning that only what is meant for me will come to me at the right time. And in the past, when I have forced people and I have told people I love you so much, and I have literally humiliated myself for those people, I ended up with very painful lessons. So that person that blocked me was the first person that I ever felt so much for, and I walked away from, because I don't want to get hurt no more. I'm fixing me because I want real. I've never had real. So by me fixing me, I'm putting something out there that is not in the world. But I do want to help and teach everyone that love starts from within. Simple as that. Love starts from within. I started working out. I lost the weight. I feel good. I'm pretty, I guess. Doesn't matter. If you don't find somebody that won't see your worth, what's the whole point of being pretty? People are just gonna use you. There was one day in a job that I always remember that. There was this beautiful, 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 beautiful girl. Like long hair. She had big boobs, big ass. And for one whole month, guys would come and see her every single day. And then the next month, you know, one of the guys that I used to talk to, I was like, what happened? How come they don't come and see her no more? He's like, 'cause she's like a blunt. I'm like, what do you mean by that? He's like, give her a drink, give her some weed, hit it and quit it. I was like, oh my God. It's so sad, you know, and up to this day, I still hear sometimes that guys still want to see females and perceive us sexual objects. We're not sexual objects. I'm one of the few persons that I will say that I think. I actually analyze people, their gestures, how they talk, how they, you know, words are very powerful. And what we say about other people sometimes is a perception of who we are. I don't like to talk about other people. If I'm going to talk, I'm going to talk about myself, and I'm going to talk about my dramas. You know, and the reason maybe, you know, I talk about this other person that helped me out, analyze myself, is because I trusted this person in a week that I met him. And I had never done that. And I had talked to other guys. But this guy came out of the blue, and I was just like, wow. But he changed my perception. Like, he was so fucking cool. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. That he taught me a few things. Yes. And I'm forever grateful. Why? Because he made me value myself and see that life is beautiful. Life is definitely what we make of it, you know. And now I'm very selective, the people that I answer the phone to. You know, just today, you know, the trainer called me, and I don't need to talk to him. I don't do my games. I told him that if I ever want to work out with him, I'll call him. I have his number. Not saved though, because I'm not interested. You could blame me once. I'll give you a second chance, because I did to him too. But you're not going to play with me my whole life. So, you know, if people come with honesty, if people come and communicate from the heart and their soul, I'm open-minded. I am. I forgave anything and everyone though. Him, straight up, every time he calls me, you know, my trainer, I tell him, dude, don't even ask for shit. Don't even ask for nothing. We could just smoke weed. Okay, get in my car. You do your thing. I do my thing. May God bless you. So learn to love yourself. Learn to respect yourself. Learn to see the beautiful, you know, soul you have inside of you. And learn to take your power not by giving sex away. You know, learn to be you without having to be there for everyone else. So sending love and light. You're not alone. There's a lot of crazy people that think just like you. You are not alone. It's not just you against the world. Fix yourself. So each by one, we fix the whole world. Love and light.